Good evening and welcome to KSMC Sports. My name is Zakari Haruna Isa. I'll be your guide in this edition of the program. Interestingly, the continent is in a battle in the field of football. Before we kickstart this program, Senegal is leading Sudan in one of the encounter, and later on Tunisia will take on Mali in one of the very important match. And as the second round of the championship now kickstart, Nigeria will be playing on Monday against Mozambique. That's also going to be another date you should keep up in your diary. Well, KSMC Sport this evening has been privileged to have an important guest, a person who has been into the game of athletics. He has seen it, he has participated, he's a one-time national athlete, and now is the high performance technical director to the vice president of the Athletic Federations of Nigeria. Interestingly, he is also the sport trainer of the Nigeria Correctional Service. I have Isiaku Abubakar this evening to discuss the issue of athletics development, the athletics issues across the country. Mr. Isiaku, good evening and welcome to KSMC Sports.
Thank you very much.
Well, you have been in the system for quite some time, and of course, athletics in Kaduna cannot, the history cannot be concluded without mentioning your name, your contributions in the development, and of course in the scouting and getting talent to represent the zone. Let's look at what is happening. So far so good. What's your assessment on athletics in the zone? Are we getting it right?
Yes, it's quite interesting because this is the first time in the northern part of Nigeria we happen to have a first vice president in Athletics Federation of Nigeria. Mention the name of Alhaji Abubakar Ladan Zurmi. He's the first vice president Athletics Federation of Nigeria. He has that passion, and he's been in this system for so long too. So the major thing is to develop the North, to make sure the North be in the map of athletics in Nigeria.
So now the plan is to now see how athletes will measure up with their counterpart from the southern part of this country. Now, what is in place? What is the plan to get us there?
No, honestly, the first quarter of this year, we are making full arrangement to make sure we put things in place so that to make sure, because we have a Olympic coming up, because in Los Angeles 84, that's the first medal that Nigeria ever have in track and field. We have our first medal in track and field in the Olympic is 4x4. It's Los Angeles. Now they are repeating Olympic after 40 years. So the emphasis, we want the North to be part of that history that US want to put in place. That's why we want to make sure to organize a Northwest Athletics Championship.
Northwest Athletics Championship.
Yeah.
Well, when you say, is it government involved, or is coming under your office via the vice president?
Yes, the executive governor of Zamfara. Okay. You understand? But he want to embrace the shoulder of the whole North. The competition want to name the competition with his name.
Okay.
Yeah, the executive governor of Zamfara State.
Zamfara State.
Yes.
So it will be Lawandere Athletics Championship.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
That moment. That's an interesting one. So, which category of people are you targeting? Are we going for the middle, or is an open championship?
Yeah, the major things why we want to make sure the Northwest. We want to make sure the Northwest be in the calendar of Nigeria, because most of the time in the track and field, when you mention 100 meters, 200, 4x4, 4x1, most of the time in the North we are not making so much impact in that side. So that's why we want to make sure Northwest are selected into. When we do the championship, the Governor Lawandere Athletics Championship. So by that time, the zone will select those that will represent the Northwest in National Sport Festival coming up.
Okay. We're still on the planning because viewers will also like to know that at the end of the championship, talent identified. Do you have a program for them to prepare them for the National Sport Festival, National Youth Games, before we talked of national, international competition? Do you intend to make plans immediately after the championship for those who have shown talent, shown potential?
Yeah, actually want to go back to the drawing board to make sure to get the grassroots, to make sure even people in the rural area that they can come and make impact. That's why I want to start from grassroots, to make sure to develop that area, to make sure they can compete with the best in the country.
All right, that is one of the contributions from the office of the Vice President Athletics Federation of Nigeria. So far so good. How do you see him as a leader representing the zone? Can we say he has lived to expectation?
One good thing, he has the passion. He has to, because he has seen, he want to make sure to get our youth out of the streets instead of this kidnapping, banditry and the rest of things. So he want to make sure to engage our youth, mostly in the northern part of Nigeria, that they can make their mark and get themselves into scholarship outside the country, to get school in abroad and to engage themselves in the security offices like that, police, immigration. You know, when you do well, you don't need to go and look for job. The job will look for you.
The job will look for you. That's interesting. All right, when is this championship coming? Or when is the schedule, the time?
Yeah, we are making, by God's grace, inside this first quarter of this very year. Before February, I'm very sure before the end of this January, you will see the championship around the country.
I want, before we discuss further, I want your opinion on the Athletics Association here in Kaduna State. What is wrong with it? Where are we? What is the issue?
I believe under the leadership of the Honorable Commissioner, I believe he gathered the board members on the state and he discussed with them. He needs the progress of the states. So that's why he's doing all his best to make sure they put their head together, so that more especially in the National Sport Commission, National Sport Festival is around the corner. So he want Kaduna State to make sure to be in the medal table. So, you know, these are individual sports.